Hello everyone. YGODragonRuler back again. Oh man, oh man. So we're gonna continue to look at some ultimate rare cards and some I guess bigger shifts in the market. Just some cards that have been moving relatively quickly, I guess. Best way to phrase it. A lot of stuff that's been getting bought out, guys, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and and again it continues with what was happening previously, where we looked at all those ultimate rares from prior, and they're just getting bought out. I think it's the same thing that's happening right now. People are just going after these old vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they're doing the same thing. They're going in one fell swoop, gobbling it up. They're waiting, and then they're doing it again and again and again, and eventually there just won't be quantities on the market. So then they could set their price. So there's multiple waves of these. So you guys will see what I'm talking about as we go through this. As you will notice as well, I bought some more data. So if you look at your lower the lower right hand corner right there, you'll see that there's a timesheet there of the price fluctuations of these cards. I'll try to include them for as much cards as I can. Um, Eventually it'll always be included, but for this one I think I'm gonna be missing a few cards. But anyway, as you can see, what you really want to focus on when you look at those charts though is the mid price. Because the mid price usually it spikes whenever there's a buyout, right? Because when someone goes in and they gobble up a bunch of copies, usually the most expensive copies are what's left, and that's why you'll see that the mid price spikes so highly, while maybe the market price or the low price stays the same. So usually a high mid when everything else is the same is indicative of a buyout. So that's just some way to interpret the chart as you go through it. But yeah, let's that's enough of an introduction. Let's get right into it here. So number 25, ultimate rare number card, bought out, first edition, 30 bucks. Yeah, yeah, 2 pages left. Only about 13 on the market. Next up here, we got this rock Monarch has been getting bought out, and I don't know why. There's been a few waves of this. So somebody went in once. I believe I've seen 2 waves of buyouts for this card, and look at that. There's like 4 on the market, and that's it. Cyber Dragon Ultimate Rares have also been getting bought out, like just across the board. But recently we could see here Cyber Laser. It's After this one unlimited is gone, you're looking at $300 for this card. That's ridiculous. Winged Karibo. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Look, 2. There's 2 listings. Heroic Champion. Like I'm just powering through this. Like you guys can see the chart right there on the lower right hand. You can see where the prices were and where they are now. And honestly, it's astonishing. It's astonishing. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. First edition is $13, right? Only 2 pages though. Like some of these cards are so easy to, and you know what it is. You know what it is also. Like someone would come, they'd look at this, page with only 13 listings. We're like, 13 bucks, first edition. That's not too bad. And then they'll buy it all out, right? And then the person that originally bought it out when it was like $5, they now list their copies, and you see how it goes. You see how it goes. But yeah, yeah. What else? What else? Oh, speaking of Cyber Dragons, oh man, these have been on a ride. Oh my God, there's 4 left, 2 Germans, and then $1,000. Big City Games. And after that's gone, you're looking at about $2,000 for Ultimate Rare Cyber End Dragon. I don't even think this card ever. It's just collector's value. It's honestly just collector's value, and these cards are getting really scarce. And you guys are gonna see a lot more of this as we continue through. Secret Phoenix. This has also been going up like crazy. Just look at that. Just look at that. Monster Reincarnation. What do you guys? $50, right? Right for likely played, and then there's only 2 more near mints. First edition, 150 each. That's Rapid Fire Magician. Not only are the ultimate rares of these getting bought out, but I think the $130, guys. Only near mint first edition on market. Keep in mind, likely played first edition is $10.69. But the moment you go to near mint, $130. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't know who thought that was okay, but wait, let me see. Can I view other versions of this card? Because I believe if I'm correct, the Dark Revelations version has also gotten bought out. Let's check. And it's loading. You know, I think I need to get a graphic press. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. There's one. There's one listing. And what do they got it at? Market value is not even available for this card. It's only $5. Like, why does somebody not just buy this $5? Just buy the $5 copy. Wait for it to come and then list it for like quadruple. Let's keep going here. There's a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards that have gotten bought out. Destiny Hero Dreadmaster. This is another one. If you look at the listings, only 2. Near mint, $500. Likely played, 87. Only 2 on the market. In decent condition, by the way. You never want to look at cards that aren't at least lightly played, because then it gets kind of like grainy. You know, you're really catering to a particular group of people once you get into like moderately played, heavy played. Oh, this card right here. Why is that? Okay, there we go. I think the only reason Mystical Sand is this price is because it's just the only print, and I refuse to believe there's any other reason aside from the fact that that's the only printing of this card. It's 3 on the market, guys. Dark Revelation Dreadmaster. This is another one that's been getting bought out. Why is Dreadmaster getting? There's only 1 on the market. Let me refresh it. Maybe more entered the market. Let's see. Nope. Just the one. Just the one. Can you guys guess what card this is? Dong Zalong. Every version of this card is getting bought up, by the way. Let's go through it here. Oh, only $1, right? But there's only 9 on the market. The retro pack? Oh, it's 170 for near mint, right? That's great. That's cheap, but there's only 3 on the market. Oh, let's go again. Which one is this? Oh, Dark Beginning 2. Oh, it's only $5, but there's only 3. Why? Who's doing this? Who's going in and it's like, oh yeah. Oh, you guys thought we were done? No. Again, there's only 10 on the market. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. It makes literally 0 sense to me. Oh, this is another one, interesting one. Mirage of Nightmare. If you look at it, right? If you actually look at it and you go down right here and you scroll down, you'll see that it has $2 likely played first edition, and then it jumps to like 6, right? But if you actually look at the price sheet for this, it's really interesting. When you look at how the prices fluctuate, it actually looks like it's decreasing in value, right? Because if you look at the mid price and the low price, it used to be like $25 at one point. So it's kind of like recovering from a buyout while also still getting like rebought out, because it did dip, right? There was a period where it dipped really low and then it shot back up. But like over the last month, it went from like $25 to like $6, which I don't know why this card is fluctuating so much, but it's interesting thing to consider. What else? I think we're coming to the end. Oh yeah. So these are some less. They haven't moved as much, but they have been moving, and I think it's important to you guys to just be aware of this. So the Melody of the Awakening Dragon it's received a couple of waves of buyouts, and again, it's like it's a dragon searcher. Chaos is a good deck. It searches Leveneer, so and any type of like. I mean, I don't want to say any type of rank 8 deck, but it could search rank 8 dragons pretty easily. There's a list of all of them that you can search somewhere. But it's a good card to take in consideration. It's max rarity currently. The set is old as hell. And all the other versions of this card that's been printed, I believe they're starting to age. I think the last reprint this card got was in Legendary Duelist White Dragon Abyss, and it was as a common. So, secret rare, first edition. I'd consider it. You can see there's that one for $3, but as you go down here, there's only 3 pages first of all. So when you try to get a first edition, I think they're like at 7 now, and if you go to the last page, I think they tap out at about $10. Yeah. So I think it's a solid pickup right now. It's pretty still kind of cheap for what it is, right? For what it is. So something to consider. Next up here we got. I remember when this card was $5. This card was $5 for such a long time, and I kept telling myself it's $5. You know, because it's a secret rare printed, but it's like, you know, you got the ultimate rare, you got the original print ultra rare, like. But now it's like, after those first few are gone, and if you want like a near mint first edition, is there even a near mint first edition? Oh, it is. $30. You're looking at $30 for a near mint from $5. By the way, I was buying these at $5. I should have bought a lot more. I only bought my set and that was it. But should have got more. Should have got more. Let's see. We got a couple more cards here. Breaker again. This might have been. I might have accidentally double opened it. But next. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna finish it off with the God cards. If you look at these ultra rares, the GBI ultra rares, these are actually finally starting to hit some insane value. And they're also starting to deplete in quantity, right? There's only 14 on the market. Near mints are already $30. If you look at the Slifer, you're looking at, there's only 3, $50, right? On the Obelisk, while you have likely played for about 10, you're looking at near mint at about 50 again. So they've all risen to about $50, and they're continuing to rise. And if you also look at the secret rares are just ridiculous, man. They're just ridiculous. Like, who's buying this? Who's buying this? Who's buying the likely plate for $115? $300, by the way, for near mint. I remember when you could get the PSA 10 near mint for about I think the whole set was going for $300. I think you could still find it maybe on YouTube, eBay, but I can't remember. This was has to have been like 3 months ago. I almost jumped on it, but I'm like, I'm poor, so never mind. And then Slifer. I should have Obelisk, right? Obelisk is right here. Obviously it's gonna be an insane amount of money as well. So let's. But yeah, guys. Oh, as always. Man, I forgot to plug myself. But if you guys are following the Twitter and the Instagram, you guys will know. I post day over day changes for cards that usually gets bought out, so you guys can check that out. Sometimes it's some of the stuff I cover here. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's different things. It all depends on how my day goes, but I try to bang both out. Also, if you can subscribe, like the video, comment, I'd greatly appreciate that. If there's certain things you want to see, let me know, and I can cover it. If you guys have ideas, I'm also open for that. But that'll do it for this video right here. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Goodbye.